Hi, I'm Jimmy Leppink, psychologist and statistician, and in this video, which I'm recording from a windy Santander in the north of Spain, I provide an update on gold versus copper, the S&P 500 versus gold, and the S&P 500 versus copper until the November 2023 monthly close. Here, first of all, gold versus copper, which, as explained in a few previous videos, is a ratio that I follow because in times of concerns of economic slowdown or geopolitical turmoil of some kind, we tend to see upward momentum in gold, whereas in times of economic expansion, we tend to see such momentum in copper, which is one of the most important industrial metals. As discussed in a video sometime in November, we are currently finding ourselves in a period of relatively elevated values of this logged gold to copper ratio, which is in favor of gold relative to copper. So where is this going? Well, since the low of April 2021, we have seen higher highs and higher lows, and that indicates an uptrend, which would in this case mean a further move up into red territory. At the same time, one may wonder if this pattern here is somewhat of a head and shoulder pattern, which indicates that the decline we have seen from end of October to end of November continues and moves below the latest low of July this year. We may see further moves down, in first instance possibly towards the area of the April 2021 and December 2017 lows. Next, the S&P 500 versus gold, or how many ounces of gold are needed to buy the S&P 500. Here I have divided the chart into three time periods which not exactly but approximately coincide with the financial crisis of 2008 and the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. This kind of picture helps to appreciate how different investments perform over a multi-year period. In this case, for instance, for the period of 2001 until sometime 2011, gold clearly outperformed. Then from that point on until about halfway 2019, the S&P 500 did better. And then starting halfway 2019, all the way to the first months of the pandemic, well, those were bad for stocks those months. And then with all the stimulus that we had, another nice rally occurred in stocks until sometime towards the end of 2021, which is when the music stopped. And since then we have generally seen better gold performance relative to the S&P 500. Currently we are in a historically speaking relatively narrow trading range and kind of going sideways. And finally, the S&P 500 versus copper, or how many pounds of copper are needed to buy the S&P 500. We have clearly seen more of a recovery of the stock index versus copper than of the stock index versus gold. And we are currently in a range of around 900 to about 1275. And in that range, we are currently in a period of higher highs and higher lows, indicating an uptrend. Yet we are approaching the resistance of around 1275 from early 2020, so it will be interesting to see if it can break through that level, or we will see a bounce back down. Okay, that's it for this video. I hope you find this useful, and if you have any ideas or suggestions for future videos, you can leave a comment below this video or just drop an email using the email address shared below this video. Have a good day and see you soon.